So, mapping and vegetation ecology, that is a title of module. And here we are mainly discussing about GPS. You have some idea about GPS because in your phone there is a GPS device is there. Because if you want your phone to work properly, they will ask you to turn on the location. The location is basically working using the GPS. The full form of the term GPS actually stands for Global Positioning System. And this is a system first discovered by American military for communicating with each other and also accurately tracking the position of their ships as well as aircraft. So that is the main intention of GPS at that time. And American government has sent around 24 or some satellites around the world. And these satellites are orbiting at different position on different parts of the world. And that is what is constituting the GPS system or GPS group of satellites. It is actually owned by America. Now many other countries are also bringing forth a similar group of satellites. For example, in the case of China, they have their own satellite system known as Beidou. And India also have a group of satellites primarily around Indian region, and it is known as a Galileo or something like that. So GPS actually stands for Global Positioning System. It is a satellite-based navigation because now without GPS you won't be able to use Google Map. If you order something in Swiggy, Zomato, or in Flipkart or Amazon, every time they will be clearly tracking the location of your house. So only once you order something in Amazon, the Amazon person will take a photo, and that photo will be going with the location. So the next time the next delivery boy will be clearly knowing this is the location of your house. So everything is now location based. So without location, nothing works in the present because, and that is how most of the delivery things, the food items, especially parcels, all are coming based on this system. So it's a satellite-based navigation system that enable precise determination of location, velocity, and time anywhere on or near Earth's surface. Now the government of Kerala has also introduced GPS-based land measurement. You might have noticed that few people are coming to a house with a stick in their hand. They will place a stick at 4 points on the house. If it is a land one, they place a stick here and stick here and on 4 corners. It will immediately calculate how many cents are there. And also it will send it to the computer software, the latitude, longitude of your land. So that is how the system is now going on. So the system consists of a constellation. Constellation actually means a group of satellites that transmit signals to receiver on the ground or in various devices. And GPS system works by triangulating signals from multiple satellites. Here you can see that in order to clearly get the position, normally your mobile or any GPS device needs a signal from minimum four satellite. If it is getting the signal from 4 satellite, it can very precisely calculate the position. But if only 2 satellites are available, still it will be able to calculate the distance, but the precision may be little less. So 4 satellite gives almost near absolute precision. That is the advantage of. So each GPS satellite continuously broadcasts its own position and time. And here these are all GPS satellites. And what these GPS satellites are doing, they know in which position on the space that satellite is located. That position it is sending it to the, for example, if you are using your mobile will be receiving that message from your GPS satellite. So that is why if we are sitting inside the house, the GPS may not work very efficiently. But if there are some cloud, if there are some tree cover or something, still the GPS won't work. But in the road, there are no shadows are there, no tree cover, tree canopies are there. So GPS work very effectively. So that is how the location of the GPS is working. So from 4 signals it should get. Now a GPS receiver on the ground or in a device receives this signal from multiple satellites and calculates its position based on the time it took for signals. For example, if we are standing here and how much time this signal to reach here, how much time this signal to reach here. Based on that time delay, the GPS program can calculate what is the position of of this person standing here. This is how the GPS is working. Here you can see that the 4 satellites are sending this location, and this device installed here or in this vehicle will be continuously receiving these signals from multiple satellites. So how much time delay is there between the signals from various satellites will be calculated by the GPS device here. So this is how the global positioning system is actually working. It was originally a discovery of military, it's a military technology. Now it is commonly used. For example, sometimes when you purchase mobile, if you check in the box, it will be showing GPS GLONASS. Have you noticed that GLONASS is actually a GPS-like system of the Russian government? Similarly, Beidou which is Chinese. Then India has also started recently. By comparing the time delay of signals from various satellites, the receiver can determine its distance from each satellite. And by combining this information, it is possible to calculate the precise latitude, longitude, altitude and speed. So for example, you are walking, you are moving in a car, and there are a lot of apps are there now. And for example, if you in the Google map itself, you are taking the Google map, it will be showing in how much speed you are traveling. Then there are a lot of location-based apps are there. For example, there are a lot of eye-sharing. Eye-share is then Life 360. Lot of such app. For example, you have installed that app in your phone, and your father or mother has also installed that app, and you both are connected in that app. If your father is looking at you, they can track in which place you are sitting, and if you are watching, it will be showing that. If you are moving in a car, it will be showing in how much speed you are traveling. And all these are now possible. This is how most of it is presently used by many people in Kerala. Even I am also using. I can know where my children are there. Because my children also know that I am right now standing here. So that's how the family is connected. Everybody in the family knows where each person is there. Such a family positioning, it is commonly used by everyone. When you have children, most of the time you will be worried about the children have reached school or they have left the school. So if there is any phone or a small GPS device, it will be very useful. You don't need to call them. You simply take the mobile and look at the mobile, you can see that a person is sitting there. And in the case of Google Gmail also, there is an option for enabling location sharing. If you share that location with your father or mother or brother or sister, when they open their Google map, it will immediately show your position or your location on his or her Google map. So such a technology is presently available, and many people are already using that, because if somebody is abroad and they are living there. So by simply looking at that, they can try, you can say well, in which position the person is there, whether they are in a college, university, or in their office, or in some other, or in their living place. All this can be very easily monitored by people sitting in Kerala right now. So that is the advantage of GPS technology. So GPS technology has a wide range of application, including navigation for vehicles, airplanes, ships, location-based services in smartphone and tablet, mapping and surveying. That's what the Kerala government land surveying department is right now doing. Geo-catching and outdoor activities like hiking, campaigning, etc. I don't just let me check what is geo-catching. I forgot to check that. Geocaching is actually a game of finding hidden cameras with other people around. That is known as in which participants use GPS to hide and seek container, and this is known as geocaching. So such kind of technology is right now available. So it's a very, actually, for example, you are going to a forest place, and sometimes in forest what happens is that you don't get any mobile range. So even if you have the best mobile, if there is no range, it is a useless device. So in such a situation, GPS will work. If you have a receiver, GPS will be working, and based on that GPS, you will be able to get in which place you are there. And you can also use the GPS device and to find the route in the forest or some place. So that is the advantage of GPS. Accuracy of GPS has improved significantly over the years, and it is now fundamental part of modern navigation and positioning system. Now, how the GPS is actually working? So it's a complex interplay of satellites in space and receivers on right. Basically, it doesn't have it will be containing a group of satellites. There are 24 operational GPS satellites. All of them belong to American government. Then satellite signals are there. Each GPS satellite broadcast signals that will be containing two critical pieces of information. One, it is precise location, ephemeris, that is known as a precise location, and exact time signal was transmitted, and that will be using atomic clock. So these are the two information the GPS satellite. One, its position. Second, it's the time that signal has been transmitted. So by using these two information, any GPS device will be able to precisely calculate the position of you. Then receiver on the earth. Receiver will be now mostly in a mobile phone. For example, this laptop has a GPS. So almost everything is having a GPS right now. So a GPS receiver usually found device. For example, right now, if you are having a tourist bus, the bus you are going, they have installed GPS. And owner of the bus can track the position of the bus. He also can see whether the bus is overspeeding or not. If it is overspeeding above 80 km, 89 km, for the tourist bus, I think it is 60 or something. If the driver is crossing that 60 km per hour limit, owner will be receiving a SMS that your bus is traveling at overspeed. So you have to immediately alert your driver. Otherwise, what happens is that the bus will be charged for that. So this kind of technology is right now being used everywhere. A receiver on the earth, a GPS receiver, usually found in devices like smartphones, navigation systems, or dedicated GPS, they will be picking signals. So only a group of satellite signals and receivers are the main. Then how it is calculating the distance, as I told you, it will be using two pieces of information. One, location data, second, time data. These are the two important things. And there is a phenomenon, there is a procedure known as a trilateration. When the distance measured from at least 4 satellites, GPS receiver performs a process known as a trilateration. Trilateration involves intersecting spheres around each satellite. The radius of each sphere is the distance between satellite and the receiver. The point where these speeds intersect is known as intersect is the receiver position in the 3D speed. I will show you that. Here you can see that 3 satellites are shown here. Here 4 satellites are shown here, and around every satellite there will be a sphere. Okay, around this satellite there is a sphere, this satellite there is a sphere, this satellite there is a sphere. So 4 speeds are intersecting at this point or this point. So this is the point where the receiver is standing. By using that data, the receiver will be able to calculate the precise location. And this procedure is known by the name trilateration. So this is how the position is normally calculated. Not only position like longitude and latitude data, you will be also able to get the altitude information. So that is another important thing about the trilateration. Now, how accuracy? To improve the accuracy, a GPS receiver takes into account factors such as atmospheric condition, then time delay in the satellite. So these are known as this process is known as the differential. If there is some environmental factors modifying the transmission of in signal, that has to be taken into the consideration, and that is known as a differential correction. Then navigational data, in addition to position. Then another type of data that satellites will be transmitting is about the health of the satellite, and that will be also transmitted here. Then updating position. For example, you are traveling, you are traveling in a car, you are walking in a place. A person using their GPS receiver will be immediately showing in how much speed you are walking. There are most of the mobile you have certain health apps are there. If you are installing that health app and you are walking, it will be showing how many footsteps you have taken. So, for example, such apps are usually available in Google Play Store. You can also install, for example, from morning to evening, how much distance you have traveled, how many footsteps you have traveled. All these will be indicating if you are installing such GPS apps in your mobile. Then display and navigation details are also there. So this is how normally a handheld GPS will be appearing. Nowadays people are not using this device because a normal mobile phone itself is very accurate and in bringing most of the data. So that why purchasing a big device like this, because from a mobile itself you will be getting most of the information. So a components of a GPS unit will be containing, there will be an antenna will be there, this is the antenna. Then there will be a computer system which we call the chipset of the computer. Then there will be a display screen. The display screen will be showing the position, the map will be showing, just like you take Google map. All those information will be also displayed by the GPS hand unit. Then this is the user interface. This is the user interface. How we can move from and adjust the different settings are all shown here. Here also the basic idea is the GPS antenna is there. Then GPS receiver will be there. Then meteor sensor will be there. So all these will be combined and processed by your computer or your mobile. Then microprocessor is the main computer portion or memory of a GPS unit. Then there will be a memory. Memory is like a RAM will be there. Then there will be a battery or power system will be there. Then there is a built-in compass. So compass will be normally a part of the ideas, because if you take your normal mobile phone, it has many hundreds of sensors will be there. Some sensors will be, for example, even if you are lying, the phone will be telling. Even if you are walking, the phone will be detecting it. If you are keeping the phone this way or this way or this way, all this will be dictated by your phone. And based on that, and the phone will be able to predict in what position you are, what you are doing. For example, you are walking, it will immediately reflect in the GPS apps. So all this information will be processed by the GPS software. Then Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connectivity will be there. If there is, then it can be communicating with other devices are also there. Then map data. Some of the, for example, if you are purchasing one car, there are certain maps are available, Indian maps or something. So they for them, if you want to get those maps, you have to pay yearly fee or something. Then only that, so that means what those people will be giving is that they will be giving a lot of information about the road, even about the shorter roads also they will be giving. So that is known as a map data. Then speaker will be there, just like when we are using a Google map, it will be a turn left, turn right, or proceed straight, or it will say after 200 meters, turn right. That such kind of information which you will be giving. Then there is mounting accessories. There is also, if you want to attach any other additional device that can or fix it to a GPS device on a car or a bag, that is possible. Then charging unit. So these are the normal parts of a GPS, the various parts of a GPS unit. So two areas we have discussed. One, what are the various parts of a GPS unit? There is nothing important in that. But regarding the working of GPS, you have to study a little, because you should know what is a satellite constellation, you should know what is a trilateration, and you should also know how GPS is calculating the distance. So these are the some information regarding the GPS.